What's that?
The church is a great lesson.
But no, I don't get a kickback on that. It's just, I just know that the shit works.
Thank you.
Now, I will tell you that I've only heard of one person who didn't get off the ticket.
They killed somebody.
They were going 120 and 55.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a little tough.
But he didn't get off the ticket, but he did get no points.
holy what?
You go to jail for that, I'm pretty sure.
That's like reckless endangerment.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
and he-
boyfriend got pulled over going 120 and a 45, didn't have his license either, didn't even get a ticket.
Oh,
He gets off of every cop.
Polk
I
County.
have no
Yeah.
clue.
All right, college algebra, we start with you guys. But yeah, he was going crazy fast, and he didn't. But they pleaded it out to some kind of like misdemeanor, something non-moving traffic violation, and
Non-moving?
120.
and then he ended up having to pay the fine, but he didn't get points on his license.
Yeah, that's crazy, because that would have been like 3 points.
Yeah, he was, I was like, where were you going? He was like, I was in a hurry. I was like, well, no shit. You're kidding, you were in a hurry. I gathered that part. All right, let's look at here. We got negative 18 plus square root negative 24. 24 is 4 times 6. 4 is 2 times 2. That comes out. So we're looking at negative 18 plus 2i square roots of 6. Now you may be saying to yourself, well, 6 breaks down. Well, you're right, it does. The 6 does break down to 2 times 3, but that doesn't involve any perfect squares, so you leave it alone. And so you got negative 18 over 6 plus 2i square roots of 6 over 6, which is negative 3 plus square root of 6 over 3i. That is your final answer.
You don't do plus 1,
Why would it be plus 1?
because the 2 simplifies to 1, the 6 simplifies to 3, so it's
Oh, so it's 1 over 3?
plus 1.
Yeah, so there's an implied 1 there that you don't have to write.
So it wouldn't come out to negative 2 if it's a negative 3 plus 1?
No, because they're not like terms. So it's like saying 5x plus 2. You can't make that 7x,
Okay.
right? You can't make that 7x. So they're not like terms. You can't add those together. All right. Negative 3 minus 4i minus 7 minus 2i. Negative 3 minus 7 is negative 10. Minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6i.
So you're not multiplying that? Oh, because there's a...
Minus sign in the middle.
Yep, I got you.
Okay? Now this one will multiply 6 minus 5i times 6 minus 5i. You're going to get 36 minus 30i minus 30i plus 25i squared. Should I need to change the video title? They've all been showing up as donuts and questions. Minus 25. The I squared becomes negative 1, and so the 25 becomes minus 25. 36 minus 25 is 11 minus 60i. Now you're college algebra, yes? You're in there with Eric and there's another band card.
Oh, Bryce.
Bryce?
Yes, it's next to me.
Okay. Is the Vanguard bus picking you up, or they?
I got a van.
You got a van coming to get you?
Yep.
Okay. And they would come get them too if they would choose to stay, or they didn't choose to stay?
They didn't choose to come.
Okay. I like the way you sell them out like that, that was good.
I said, no.
All right. So you're seeing this tomorrow. This is a quick preview of what you're going to see tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
All right. We good? All right.
You
Andrew?
probably didn't understand it.
What's that?
Probably didn't understand it.
No, I agree. Just like those three? Same kind of concept?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you are there? All right, recalculus, we're here? All right, yes.
But this week, you like actually break it down because you know I missed the whole lesson.
I'll do the best I can, and if it's not, doesn't suit you, just tell me, and we'll do it again. No judgment.
Okay.
All right? So to find the vertex, you got two options. You complete the square, or you use the formula. In most cases, the formula is a little easier to deal with. Here's the formula. The x-coordinate is negative b over 2a. Now keep in mind that these letters come off of this general equation, ax squared plus bx plus c. So when I use equations that have letters a, b, and c in it, it's alpha of this pattern. Okay? So the vertex is negative b over 2a. So negative b over 2 times a, which is negative 12 over negative 6, which is 2. So we know that the vertex is 2 comma something. Okay, give me 1 second. What class are you in, baby?
Statistics.
We're going to press pause.
Is that a 2 on number 2?
Yeah, is that a 2? It looks a little...
There were 7.
This is a 2.
2, okay.
Okay. I thought so.
All right, I apologize. What percent of people that come to Duncan use the app to get rewards?
Are you distributing the?
Out of 5, how many?
Yeah.
Probably be a little complicated as you go back.
3 out of 5? So 60% of people use rewards.
The way I just figured it out is
Okay? We're going to select, we're going to select
this ain't even mine.
5 people.
First one, she started.
We're going to find the probability that all 5 use rewards.
Yes, I can make sure I get this right.
How do we get your reward?
We're going to find the probability that none use rewards. We're going to find the probability that at least one does.
Yeah, so this is the A, this section, this is B, this is C.
Okay? Sorry it took me so long. Is your class accounted for?
Yes. Negative 3, so multiply this.
What's that?
Negative 6.
Which class are you in, baby?
That's Sam.
Oh, well, she's in a different desk. Got me confused. All right. Now, if the x coordinate's 2, how do you find the y coordinate?
Oh, you plug it back in.
You plug it back in. So negative 3 times 2 squared plus 12 times 2 plus 5.
17.
Oh, I don't know. Negative 12 plus 24 plus 5 is 17. So your vertex is 2, 17. Okay, we good?
Yeah.
Now, what is the domain?
Is
It's a parabola, right?
Yeah,
How do we know it's a parabola?
because it's positive and it's going upward.
X squared, but it's not going upward. The negative 3 in front is going to send it down.
Okay.
Yes? If there's a negative in front, it goes down. Now, the negative's got to be in front of the x squared, right? See, if this is if this is 3x squared minus 12x minus 5, these signs don't make a dang bit of difference. Those signs don't matter. The only one I care about is the one in front of the x squared. If it's positive, it goes up. If it's negative, it goes down. Okay? So the domain for a parabola, though, is negative infinity to infinity. All right. Jake, you good? Where's your boy at? He don't need help anymore?
He has weightlifting practice.
What's the range?
Is it 17 to negative, 17 infinity? Oh, it's split.
It's upside down, right?
Yeah.
So it's negative infinity to 17.
So why do I keep flipping it like that? That's why my answers are always like that. I don't know what I'm doing.
So you gotta remember, it's the smallest to the largest value,
Uh-huh.
right?
Oh,
That's
so
not
small to
integral.
largest, I get the negative is.
Negative infinity will be the smallest of anything, positive infinity will be the biggest of anything. All right?
Malone?
Got it. See, that's why, because I'm always like, I get it, but it just don't be the exact same.
Come on, Sam.
Why did you put the bracket for 17?
Okay, because this is the vertex, yes?
But then again,
So it's up to and including that point.
Okay.
Bracket on something that gets included.
Oh,
Okay?
Because we know that exact point, is that why? Because we know, okay.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not an
It's
asymptote.
not gonna change.
It's not an asymptote, it's a fixed point. All right, we good?
Yeah.
that is so interesting. I would love to make fun of this.
Don't tell them what
Do we want to try another vertex problem like this?
Well, yeah, you can do another vertex, but I want to go over the x-intercept and
Y'all
y-intercept.
get the last one yet?
Okay, give me a second. What
That's
we'll
what
do
I'm
is,
get.
here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you another one like this.
Uh-huh.
Ask you a series of questions. After that, we'll follow in with the x-intercept and y-intercept.
You know what I'm talking about? The end part? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I
confident.
think it's 240.
245.
Oh, yeah, 2.
And listen to me.
Yeah.
If y'all leave here and you're hungry when you leave, that's your own damn fault.
I can see this.
Oh, you're throwing to say that. Who, me?
Listen to me. If you leave here and you're hungry, that's your own damn fault. And number two, whoever's last takes whatever pieces left over. I don't care how much is left.
Who's ever last of what?
I'm on my diet. And evidently, if I don't lose 10 pounds, like I ate the damn chip now. Laser focused. Unless that red velvet cake sells the
Eat
house.
that chip, you're gonna lose those 10 pounds. It's gonna come
Girl,
right
no.
out your colon.
No. I ain't trying to live like that.
Yes, yes.
Get my I'm trying to find Dave.
I spend a good amount of time with Dave. He's in my T&D group that I run.
I got this one. Oh, you said D&D.
Yeah. So we try to do that every weekend.
You're trying not to
He
make it
usually
into
shows up
fraction.
with Burger King or
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah, no. Well, no. We're good right now with the vertex,
Everyone who lives
Okay.
but I gotta make sure we can factor it on the back end.
especially if I run.
And so that's the wheels turning to make sure we can factor it.
He's a
Um,
different kid.
So do you just make these up? You don't have like a paper?
Burger King and McDonald's is usually what it is.
You know what we're learning each day.
What's that?
You said like earlier in class, like, oh, I don't know what we're learning.
Burger King anywhere except in America.
Not really.
It's like godsend
Oh.
Europe or South America.
Oh, yeah.
That explains why I be so confused. So much. You just throw them on there. I was like, is he gonna go to example from the book or what?
No.
Exactly.
What I do is I look at the book and I go like this, what topics are we gonna go over today? And then after I see the topics, then I make up the problems.
I'm trying to find when we were on. Dave and I have gotten into like some really, really
I've been doing it for a little minute.
conversations now.
Oh, really? How's that even working?
What are we supposed to find?
Argument within a bus.
Good point. Let's go vertex, then let's go increasing, decreasing.
Well, he goes to Vanguard with me, so.
Let's go domain and range.
We're all a little bit the same. I don't think we're all fit for society there.
All right. Running with Duncan, are you ready? You sure?
Is that even the right vertex?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'll tell you in a second though. What's probably all five are going to use rewards? That is 0.6 raised to the fifth. You agree? All right. What's the probability that nobody does? That is 0.4 raised to the fifth. You agree? What's the probability that at least one will use rewards? That's 1 minus the probability that no one will. So that's 1 minus
Not 12, it's a 4.
0.4 raised to the fifth power.
That's the only negative 9.
Negative 9, negative 50?
Yeah, that's what I got. Reword it. I think I got it. I think that's it.
Just screwed up. That's not-
You good? Sure.
I'm surprised about my time.
All right, I'm going to erase it.
When it comes to like the simplest math.
So now I've got this theory on the rewards of Dunkin'.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't know what y'all be putting in your coffee, but you must be putting crack in there because I've been driving down 17 and Lime be parked out on 17 and I'm like, damn, y'all really wait till the drive-through on 17? They do.
It's bad.
It's bad.
That's like some of the accidents that happen in.
I have any pictures.
That's when I'd be driving around and running through there trying to get it before everybody else.
They even have more pictures of
High
the
risk
dog
driver
than
right
they
there.
did.
There's a dog.
I know an attorney.
He never tell me.
It's Indy. Just start being like, how's Indy do? Just look at him and say, how's Indy do?
I
And
mean,
be
like
like,
the Vertex.
Yeah, I got negative 1. and-
So we're gonna look at male and females who come in and who uses the rewards. I got a theory that I think more girls use them than guys. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I've been trying to do it, but I don't know how to do this shit, and I don't really care.
oh my god. I have a photo of my sister's ass.
That's very.
So 6 guys use rewards, 18 do not.
Respect.
Being recorded.
Okay?
No, respect on that. You know, phase 2 clone shooter, respect that.
18 girls do, 8 guys do not, or 8 girls do not. Okay?
Negative B over 2.
So we're gonna find the probability of female,
4, and it'd be negative 4, so negative with the B.
probability of male,
It'd be 2 times 2.
or no,
And then I got
probability of female,
that equals negative 1.
and yes,
Did you get 64?
probability of
B of
Minus
You
9?
and I did something wrong with it.
Yeah,
female,
Negative B over 2. Okay.
I got 64 minus 49
Did you
minus
distribute the?
conditional probability right there, okay?
Because 64.
So you're gonna try those?
minus 9 is
I'm gonna be right back to you.
Okay.
Oh wait, I had to
Did
slap
you-
those two together, wait.
The
Did you
formula.
distribute the free?
Like,
All right, college algebra, we on you.
here's the formula, and then I just.
I don't have different answers.
Yeah, just a step.
For what?
For all,
For all of them?
You did originally, I fixed mine and now I have the same answer as him. So I think we're on to something.
All right, square root of negative 100
And so. I
is
was
10i, yes?
2A.
Oh
So
my
2
god.
times 2.
Oh.
This is 4 over 8
Negative 1.
minus 10i over 8, which is 1/2 minus 5/4 I. Dividing 10 and 8 by 2.
I didn't simplify completely, but I got that basically. I like simplified
Okay,
the
so you
second.
basically had it, but didn't.
But didn't.
Okay, all right, I just wanted to make sure we had the terminology straight.
Almost.
Basically, on the test, you might as well just give us a 5.
It's the same, no, it's the same value, it's just not the right words.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I overthought that.
I was like, what is this girl?
I'm one
No,
for-
I,
50! I know it's 50!
Dude,
I'm one for one.
He just said he was 1 for 1 after he just admitted he didn't get it.
no, I did. Just on the quiz.
All right,
Basically,
0.5 for 1.
all right.
Okay, distribute.
6 minus 2i
Because you changed it.
Okay.
minus 15 minus 12i. Minus 15 minus 12. 6 minus 15 is negative 9. Minus 2 minus 12 is minus 14i.
Hey!
Let's
I
go.
guess they got it right.
Yeah, they did. At first, we all had different answers. We were
because
like, hang
I
on.
figured out what I did wrong. I ignored that negative 2i existed for the second, and then I went back and fixed it.
Yeah, if you ignore pieces of the problem, you generally don't get it right.
Nah, it's very
Unfortunate.
Andrea,
Oh
what
my
happened?
god, we're, okay, never mind. We're good.
I distributed and then I just started, I multiplied.
Oh, I see what I
Like the third one. That was just on the
I did simple math wrong again.
You hate to see it.
I am 2. This is where it falls apart.
Mm.
You know, I basically lost weight last week, explained it. But I basically did.
That's different.
I need to get back to that lane, like, you sure I can't have carbs this week? Because I think I basically lost weight. Like, in my head, I so did. The scale is wrong anyway.
It's a mental
The
attitude.
scale's wrong.
Faulty scales.
Way on.
I got that.
Okay, I got there.
Right, so we're defoiling.
Yep.
So now we got 64 minus 48i. I squared is -1, so positive 9 times -1 is going to become a -9. Do we agree?
Yep.
Yes.
So 64 minus 9 is 55, minus 48i.
There we go, there it is.
Okay.
Mama, you good? You got it? You got all three?
I didn't get the second.
Okay.
We're getting there.
That deserves-
Now, do we need to do 3 more?
That deserves extra credit. Yeah.
Okay, give it to yourself.
Alright.
Have another piece of pizza.
Yeah,
If you get the cheese, it's no calories.
can we do another?
Which one, all 3 again?
I don't know.
Might as well.
I wanted to do more number ones.
I don't even know.
Fractions.
It's gonna be,
Destroy.
Yeah, so.
So,
All right, let's go with these 3 again. Here we go.
increasing and decreasing
Anything
is,
involving fractions will murder me.
Yeah.
or is it X value?
Increasing.
Are we doing this next class or are we doing like Vertex stuff?
Oh, no, next class, we're
And I want to
moving
say
on.
increasing is X.
I think both of them would be the same, it's either X, either using the X values or the Y values.
I don't know. Those are complicated. I just try to think of ways that I can clear this stuff.
I think it's X values. So for increasing, I got like from -1 to infinity. And then for decreasing, I got -infinity to -1.
All right, Vertex. Vertex, negative b over 2a. -1, yes? Can we see? Closer. So the x coordinate is -1. So we're there for the x coordinate, yeah? Plugging in -1. 2 times -1 squared plus 4 times -1 minus 6. -1 squared is 1 times 2 is 2. Minus 4 minus 6. That becomes -8, I believe. Okay? So, what we have here is a parabola where the vertex is -1, -8, and we know because of the 2 that it's concave up. Does that make sense? So we know it looks like this. Now, the part we don't know is where it crosses the y-axis. So we just won't even say it. We'll just throw it up there like that. Because where it's increasing, decreasing, the y values don't matter a whole lot anyway. So when is it increasing? It is increasing from this point here, yes? So it's increasing from -1 to infinity. It is decreasing from -infinity to -1. Do we agree?
2 squared to 12.
Quasar, are we good?
That would make more
How
sense.
did you do
If
12?
you don't understand, that's why you stayed. So go ahead now.
We don't use brackets on increasing and decreasing?
No, that's an inflection point. So that's where it's changing from increasing to
I feel
decreasing.
like I'm screaming.
So we don't use it there.
I was trying to figure out, what's the rule for the increasing and decreasing, like,
So you're reading the graph from left to right, and you're asking yourself, are you going up or down?
okay.
So on this side, we're going down, as we trace it from left to right. On this side, we're going up from left to right.
And we're going up, okay.
So increases from -1 to infinity, going this way to the right. It decreases from -infinity to -1. Now, the part that will get people in trouble, Sam, is they'll go, but it's coming from infinity. How are you saying it's negative infinity? The negative infinity is the x value that we're referring
I
to.
don't think that is right by any means.
So it's the negative infinity to -1, -1 to infinity.
So you got.
Okay.
And then the decreasing is, oh, you still have to start left to right, no matter what, for either one of those.
4 represented 2 and 2,
Right?
so you
Yep.
got one out. And then 12 breaks down to 4 and 3.
Now,
3 stays.
what is the
And
domain?
then 4 breaks down to 2 and 2. So
What is the domain? Well, domain for parabolas
The
is
factory.
Oh,
So
shit, I don't know.
negative infinity to infinity, right?
and
Uh-huh.
then this is 2 and 2.
So that comes out.
That comes out,
And
and
then that's
then
4 and 3.
Now, what's the
4
range?
breaks down to 2 and 2.
and 4 is 2.
So
Say it again?
2 comes
Bracket.
out, which is 4 and 3 stays in.
Bracket,
Two square roots of
negative 8 to infinity.
Okay, confused. Okay, gotcha.
All right,
So we're at negative 16
we good?
plus 4 square root.
Now let's ask this question.
Over 12.
I'm gonna leave those up so you can keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Let's ask this question. What's the x-intercept?
So do we separate them?
What's the y-intercept?
So you do 16.
And when is y greater than or equal to 0?
And
Okay,
4 square roots.
that's gonna challenge you a little bit. We'll talk about it if you don't know how to do it. It's okay. All right.
Now I'm just gonna pull out my book and shutters.
Quan, what class are you in? 1033.
I got negative 4/3 over.
When's your test?
I mean plus.
When is your test?
Because I was like this.
16.
Oh, you already taken the test. It was this morning. So you're trying to get a heads up on what's coming up next.
Is that what you mean?
I got you. We're gonna put you right over here, okay?
3 square root of 3 over 3.
I need some water or something. I'm so
Square root of 3 over
thirsty.
3
Yeah, because the 4,
goes into the 12, right?
yeah, 4 becomes 1, 12 becomes 3, and then the 1 becomes
Yeah.
so that's what I thought.
That's your final answer.
Yeah.
That's a 4.
Well, how would you find the x-intercept? I would think it's
I'm
negative
doing it now.
1.
Oh god. Oh wait. Stupid.
It's a subversion of expectation, maybe. Oh, that's right.
Do you know how to find the x-intercept, Amari?
I
Do you know how to find the x-intercept?
Yeah, of course I don't know. You're me. You know I came in late.
All right. Try that, and then let's try this. All right. Try this.
Because even always.
What are you trying to find? What are you trying to find?
The what?
The x-intercept and the y-intercept.
Yes, the x
X-intercept, either factor or use quadratic formula.
factor. Oh, break it down. So do.
You do that.
Yeah, I mean.
We're running on Duncan right here. We ready? Give me a second. For any of my friends joining us with the show already in progress, if you're looking for intermediate algebra, that's the problems right there. I'm going to be over there to solve them in a little bit. Hey, Kwame, there's some plates over there. There's some pizza over there. Make sure you get yourself something to eat, buddy. We're on statistics now. All right. What's your name, honey?
Brandon.
Brenda?
Brandon.
Brenda. Okay. Brenda. Probably a female.
26 out of 50.
26 out of 50. Now, if you say 0.52,
3.1.
we give you credit for that too.
It's quadratic function.
Probability of male or no. 32 over 50. Very good. 32 over 50. If you say 0.64, that's fine. If you say 16 over 25, that's fine as well. All right. Female and yes. What do you got? 18 out of 50.
Negative 2i minus negative 4i.
If you say 9 out of 25, that's great. If you say 0.36, that's fine too.
2i. Okay, then that.
All right. What about the last one?
So you just got 80, right? 26 out of 50.
That's fine, it's a trick question.
Not quite.
Fairly well done.
Now, what does that last one mean?
All right, thank you.
What does that last one mean?
I think it's mostly just too simple.
Female given no.
Maybe it really is.
All right.
Oh, that's wrong. And then we have
That's my issue.
How many people said no?
Do the stupid square root of negative 100. Oh, I tried to
I
stupid
wrote it down.
8 over 26.
8 over 26. 8
I'm not ready in the problem, but-
over 26.
I did.
All right, 26 people said no. Of those 26, 8 of them were,
Fractions work.
8 of them
I still
were,
don't get it. I don't know how I got this far.
good, good?
Oh, you think you're bad?
I might be doing this.
Oh, I already am. I failed, last time I did this class, I failed by 3 points.
Oh my god. Did you take drier?
Nope, it was in the Lakeland campus.
All right. If you had taken me, would it fail?
So I'm taking you now.
I got you.
I'm making it.
All right. Probability yes given male, Brianna? Brianna? Let's say it again. Brianna? Brianna, yes given male here?
Yeah, I would
All right.
obviously, but the time that
Yeah,
was
this is
different.
We're gonna select 3 different people.
He was going to intercept, so that's the formula to find the intercept.
What's the probability? They all said no.
No? Wait, no, I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay, what's the probability they all don't use the card?
Because it's 90.
Okay.
They don't got no.
3 different
Wait, what
people.
did I do wrong?
Critical word here,
You distribute it.
different.
You did 6 items.
All right.
And you got 30 items, right?
Yes.
And then you did 6 items times 4 items. And you
That's
did
a lot easier.
Are we ready?
I squared, yeah.
26.
Raise 11.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do it.
Yeah, that's the way you
All right. Negative 16 over 12 plus square root of 48, 16 times 3, which is 4 times 4. So this is 4i square root of 3 over 12. Do we agree?
Yep, I got that so far.
Andrew, what's wrong?
I did not put the I. I just messed up on that. I forgot to put it. 'Cause it's there.
Oh, according to him, you just count yourself. It doesn't matter. Give yourself credit.
So mine's 7.
Okay, yeah.
Negative 4/3 plus square root of 3 over 3 I.
Okay. Yeah, I just totally.
All right.
I just totally forgot about the
Yeah,
I.
I didn't.
We had square root of 3 over 3. It's just regular, no I.
It's basically right.
Basically.
But still wrong.
Essentially.
Still wrong.
My life.
All right.
I got it wrong this time.
All right. 7 minus 2i minus 5 plus 4i. 7 minus 5 is 2. Negative 2 plus 4i is positive 2i. And now you got to take that and combine it with this. So we got 6 minus 2i. These cancel, leave you just 8.
Yeah, see?
We're like,
I
that's
was
not
like,
right. We
there's
all
no
got
way.
8. We're like, that's wrong. It's T.
All right.
It was a plug from the start.
This one, 30i minus 24i squared. I squared is negative 1, so this is 30i plus 24. And to put that in standard form, it's 24 plus 30i.
We'll be wrong if you don't put it in standard form.
If the directions say put it in standard form and you don't,
Yeah.
then I guess technically it's considered wrong. If you're asking me, am I going to mark it wrong for not putting it in standard form? Probably not.
Okay. Just kind of depends on your mood for the day.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you know, as long as the Bengals in the Super Bowl, we're good. All right. Any questions on this?
No.
And I say the other thing is, this is going to sound terrible when it's on video, but I would say it also depends on how many times I see it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that can go either way. Sometimes I mark it wrong the first time I see it, and then after the 15th time, I'm like, shit, let me go back and give everybody credit, because clearly I didn't do a very good job of explaining this to everybody. If you see it 15 times done wrong, it's like, well, maybe I didn't do too good of a job. The other time is, I know I explained this.
Yeah.
All y'all screwed it up? Yeah, the first person I was willing to let off the hook. The 15th person, no, screw it, they can all be wrong now. So, it kind of can go either way. like I say, part of it just depends on, you know, what the problem is and how much did I stress it,
Yeah.
right? So now we're gonna let you try two things. One, maybe a little harder than the other. Let's go 4 minus 7i over 3 plus 2i. Okay? And then this one you didn't see today, but I'm gonna show it to you now. Simplify I to the 37.
All of this thing. I remember that.
And it's either I, negative I, 1, or negative 1. All right, we did not go over that today, but I'm going to show it to you now, and then you'll see it for the next time we do it.
Simplify what is it?
I-37.
I to the 37th power.
And those are one of the answers?
It's multiple choice. You got 4 choices.
Okay.
All right.
There's a rule to this.
All right.
There's a whole rule to that. I know, I've seen
All right.
it before.
We ready?
Mhm.
Sam, Jake, we're good? All right, I'm going to erase this part. All right, so let's do the y-intercept first. That's probably the easiest of the three. Y-intercept, you plug it in next to 0.
You multiply by, okay, so you
It's the con, it's called the conjugate.
You're getting negative 6.
You didn't do that, so now we're good.
Yes, I did. Yeah, last semester.
Oh, so the answer for that is negative 6.
So the y-intercept is negative 6. So at this point here
Okay, so multiply by.
is 0, negative 6.
How does this 3 plus
So if you put that down, 0, negative 6, you just put negative 6 for the answer part.
Either way.
Okay.
I'd give you credit. All right.
Yeah, you multiply by the conjugate.
All right, so the y-intercept, we can know now is 0, negative 6.
That's
Now, the x-intercept's harder. That's the y-intercept. The x-intercept's more difficult. Because what happens is, when you get 0 here,
He was like,
I was like, I know. I'm just a sucker.
2x squared plus 4x minus 6, yeah?
Yeah, it's like negative 6, right?
So you factor that by doing 2 is common to all three. X squared plus 2x minus 3. Yeah? Now you gotta factor that. That's 2. X plus 3, x minus 1.
You foil that in essence.
I like your mom.
12 plus.
Yeah?
No, I got minus 21 because of 3 times.
If you don't want to factor, use quadratic formula. The quadratic formula works just as easy.
So which one is faster to do?
Well, and that's
And
a,
easier, because they're both kind of confusing, you know?
so here's the problem, right? If you ask me which one's faster, I would tell you factoring is faster,
And then 7i.
okay? If you ask my son which one's faster, he'll say quadratic formula because he sucks at factoring. So because he sucks at factoring, he just doesn't even want to deal with it. He just does quadratic formula every single time and then he's done, okay? For me personally, I think factoring is pretty quick. Because once I get it to here, I'm just going to claim the answer is negative 3 and positive 1, yeah? So if you use the quadratic formula, then you got to do negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a. Like, to me, this takes a lot of effort. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I just think that takes a lot of effort.
Don't you let these calculate? Oh, we can't use that, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't even be able to use a calculator, so you got to be able to do it by hand.
So then the easy choice would be
The factoring.
yeah.
But if you're not very good at it, well, then that becomes your best choice because
Okay, so after you broke that, after you did the second one, how did you get the third one?
so essentially you're looking at this times this. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3, yes? And then you're asking what times what gives you negative 3, but adds to give you
I got negative
2. And the answer is 3 and negative 1, yes?
Yeah.
X plus 3,
You said 20.
x minus 1. Right?
So that's what you're just looking for. You don't have to even do the third step.
I'm looking at yourself,
What do you mean?
The third step, that you know, there's three, like you said, 0 equals, and the third one,
Oh, yeah, so once you get to here,
the second one.
you're just, once you get to this, you're basically finished. Because all you're gonna do is take x plus 3 instead equal to 0, and x minus 1 instead equal to 0, and that's gonna give you your two values. One of them is gonna be negative 3, and one of them is gonna be positive 1.
Oh, well, you can do it that way too, where you can just switch it until you get the points. Or no?
What do you mean?
Like, you can just play around with the numbers until you get the points that equal, what is the point, 0 and negative 6, I'm guessing? Or is it
No, you can, no, you gotta factor it, and when you factor it, you get the x-intercepts,
Yeah, which is.
okay?
Minus 1.
Now, having gotten the x-intercepts of negative 3, 0, and 1, 0, when is y greater than equal to 0? So y is bigger than 0 when it's above the x-axis, yes?
So.
This part.
Negative 2, 29.
You see how there's a gap between these two?
Negative 2,
Yeah.
minus 29.
Yeah.
So it's negative infinity to negative 3. Bracket on the negative 3 because it's equal to union 1 to infinity.
Negative 2 minus 29. First one?
All right.
Over 3, yeah, over 13.
We good?
Oh, yeah.
Lainey's seen enough. She's like, I'm out.
I'm late to another class.
Oh, go.
So,
Thanks for staying for as long as you did. Grab some more pizza on the way out.
so you,
Yeah, I followed that. I did that.
Just go in there with pizza and then be like, you know what, screw y'all.
Oh, thank you, though.
Just doesn't make sense.
We good?
Yeah.
Y'all want to see another factory? X-intercept thing? Jake says yes, let's do it. Find the x-intercept, the y-intercept, and when y is less than 0. All right, Duncan, I got you, but let me get Kwame started first, okay? Kwame, what'd you get? 35, x to the 5th, y to the 5th, very good. Negative 6, x to the 10th, y to the 14th, I like it. 49, x to the 4th, y to the 2nd, excellent. Now let's take the degree of difficulty up just a little bit. Let's go 8x to the 4th, y to the 3rd, or 2nd, over 4x squared y. Let's go 12, x to the 5th, y to the 9th, over 36, x to the 8th, y to the 3rd. And, yeah, let's just stop with those two for right now. All right? All right, we're running on Duncan. Here we go. Now I got it back in front of you again. I'm sorry. All right. What'd you get for this one?
6 over 24, 1/4.
6 over 24, which is 1/4. Yeah? All right, 3 different people all said no. What do you got?
26 over 50 or 1/3.
Not quite. Great answer if it's with replacement. So there's a concept called with replacement and without replacement. Without replacement means you're choosing and that person cannot be selected again.
That's the one where we have the different answers and it goes down.
All right. So that's going to be 26 out of 50, 25 out of 49, 24 out of 48. Okay. I believe it's 13 out of 98, but I'm not for sure. If I did that multiplication correctly, it's 13 out of 98. All right, I'll leave you to figure that out there. All right. You want to see some more, or you want to stop?
Can I do an earn problem?
I was going to say, if you see some more, the next one's going to be the earn.
Okay.
You ready? All right, let's try the earn. All right, so we got earn A, earn B. A has 6 red, 3 green. B has 5 red, 7 green. Okay? So we're just going to start off with a relatively benign problem, but still tough. We're going to put 4 balls on the table. 2 from A, 2 from B. I want to find the probability all 4 of the same color. Okay? So we're not doing like we did before, where we dropped them into each other. Right now, we're just going to take 2 balls out, stick them on the table. We want all 4 balls to be the same color. All right? Try that. All right, moving on to college algebra. We're up. All right. With this, you're multiplying by 3 minus 2i. We're multiplying by 3 minus 2i. Here, bottom part becomes 9 minus 4i squared. Top part, 12 minus 8i minus 21i plus 14i squared. All right. I squared becomes negative 1, that becomes negative 14. 12 minus 14 is negative 2 minus 29i. Yeah?
So you don't simplify the bottom?
This becomes negative 2 minus 29i over, this becomes positive 4. This is 13, which makes your final answer negative 2 over 13 minus 29i over 13. Go ahead, have it. You almost had it. Go ahead and tell me you almost had it. You're giving yourself credit.
Oh, hell no, I didn't get close. I didn't get close. I got to the foiling part.
Okay,
and
and then what happened?
that's it. Nothing happened after that.
Okay.
I looked at it and I went, no idea what.
Okay, so remember, essentially, this is something to keep in mind. If I have this, that I don't think should confuse you, because you have 5 to 3, 5 to negative 5, you got 15 minus 25i, yes?
Yeah.
And if I have this, that I don't think should confuse you,
No, it doesn't.
okay? So then why is it when I have this,
No, it's the fraction that gets me.
What do you mean the fraction?
Because I foiled everything correctly.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't know where to go afterwards.
Okay, so you foil the top, you foil the bottom.
Yep, and I got the
You got to here?
9 minus 4i squared under a negative 2 minus 29i. I got that.
Okay,
I
so
just
then
didn't
did you
know
make
how
the
to
I
get
squared
to-
negative 1?
Hit me with that again.
So when you do this, you get 9 minus 4i squared, right?
Yeah. I see it now.
Did you make the I squared negative 1?
I did not. I just saw it.
Okay. So if this becomes negative 1, 9 minus 4 times negative 1,
It's 13.
that should bring you home.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I get it now. Yeah.
All right. How do we deal with this?
It's I.
Just talk about it.
It is I. How do you do it?
Okay. There's a rule with this.
Exactly.
There's a rule with this, and I learned this already. When there's 4 i's, you can just get rid of it. Because 4 i's equals 1.
All right. Here's what you're going to do. There's 4 choices, yes?
Yes.
All right. So it's a pattern that repeats itself. So you're going to take 37, you're going to divide it by 4. Okay? You're essentially correct. I just don't want to say it quite that way.
That's just the way I knew it.
Yeah, that's fine. So you're going to divide it out, kind of old school. But what you're interested in is the remainder. The remainder is what you're interested in. If the remainder is 1, you'll say the answer is I. If the remainder is 2, you'll say the answer is negative 1. If the remainder is 3, you'll say the answer is negative I.
Oh,
And if the remainder is 0, you'll say the answer is
so
1.
is there another thing that we just have to memorize?
Yes,
Yeah.
essentially, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
There won't be other remainders?
And ironically, I've actually had a student say, well, God damn, I got a remainder of 7. Okay, well, you divided by 4, so keep going,
Yeah.
right? If you divide it by 4, keep going until it's either 0, 1, 2, or 3. Questions on that?
Gotta go to
All
transfer
right.
here.
Are we all done? Are we packing this up?
Nothing's here, I gotta go.
You good? You're good. Yeah?
Yeah, I gotta go.
You want to stay and do some more? No, I don't mind. I've got another 25 minutes. Just one more? Which one do you want to do? You want to do the top? Hey, take some pizza for the road. That's a long ass way to Vanguard now. I've driven by it.
That's not super far, it's not as far as Lakeland.
Well, no, I mean, you're right. I mean, not as far as that. But
Have a good one, drier.
love you, baby. Take care.
Thank
Love you,
you.
Spencer. Take care.
See you tomorrow.
Love you, man. Take care. 6 plus 5i over 4 plus 3i. How about that? All right, good. All right, so here we got a factor. We're going to get x minus 6, x minus 2. All right, essentially it's 1 times 12 is 12. What times 12 gives me 12, and multiplies to give me 12, now it's give me negative 8. The answer is negative 6 and negative 2. So therefore the x-intercepts, you set each of these equal to 0. You're going to get x minus 6 equals 0, x minus 2 is equal to 0. And that's going to give you x equals 6 and x equals 2.
Does it matter if I flip them?
No, it doesn't matter. In fact, yeah, I probably would flip them on a test because I'm anal and put them in order. Okay. Y-intercept, 12. Plug in an x is 0, you're going to get 12. Now, when is y less than 0? This is a parabola, it's concave up, yes? We know it crosses the x-axis at 2 and at 6. Do we agree? Rachel, you agree? Sam, you agree? We know it crosses at 2 and 6. Now, when's it less than 0? Well, less than 0 would be below the x-axis, yes? So when's it below? From 2 to 6. What's wrong, Jake?
I don't know, I'm doing
So
great.
they kind of.
Are you for real, or are you just saying that?
No, I'm actually being doing great.
Okay.
So they're actual, it's kind of like they're all being, I think it's a pattern, right? So it's kind of like all bejangled in some way, right?
Say it again, it's all what?
Like bejangled in some way, like they're all, like the answers are in front of your face, it's just like, you just gotta do a little something to it.
Yes, yeah. And then with this, you gotta be able to get these answers to be able to do this one,
Yeah,
right? So this one's kind of depending on you getting these answers first.
yeah,
Now again, you either factor it, or you use quadratic formula, either way.
okay. And that was factoring, that part right there was factoring.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, we good? All right, what do y'all want to see next?
How many next classes? It's 3.2, I think.
No,
No.
I mean, we ain't got time.
Not even, okay. Not even a sneak peek, like.
You would, no.
So.
Jake saw a sneak peek. How long did that last on Friday, Jake?
What, he was stressed out?
I didn't like it. Cody was like, oh yeah, bro, I'm so good at this. I'm like,
Okay, how long do you think it would take me to explain that? We had 20 minutes.
15, tops.
Shit, no.
I'd say at least like
If-
35.
No, because if I can't hear the whole thing, I don't even want to hear half.
That's my point, right there. If we start it, then we're gonna have to stop it in the middle, and then, that's like the DVD player that just breaks in the middle of the damn movie.
Yeah, at least it prepares me, like.
All right, but here we go, here's what we got.
Okay.
Let's go, last two, write the equation, zeros, 3/4,
Oh, no, not this.
negative 1/5, and 7i and negative 7i.
I don't even remember this part of the class. This is like our last 5 minutes, we did this.
All right, but you want me to do the 35-minute discussion?
Listen, this.
I'm just saying.
This is stressing me out.
Kwame, we ready, baby?
Yeah. Let's move for the last one.
What's that?
Yeah, let's move for the last one.
Yeah, well, you can just keep it as a fraction though, right? So this is 4 goes to 8 2 times. You guys subtract the exponents here. So we're gonna get x squared. 2 minus 1 is 1. All right? Here, 12 over 36 is 6. Just kidding, 3. Brain aneurysm there for a minute. Now, let's look at the x's. We got 5 on top, we got 8 on bottom. That's going to be x to the third on bottom. Essentially, it's going to stay wherever the biggest exponent is. You got 5 x's on top. You got 8 x's on bottom. All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 3 left over. The biggest exponent determines the location. Okay, the biggest exponent will determine the location. So y to the 9th, y to the 3rd, the biggest exponent determines the location. That's going to be y to the 6th on top. I like the way I said that, that was pretty good. What's so funny?
Nothing. I wish you explained it to us and you explained it to them.
Well, honey, if you were in intermediate algebra, I would be.
We're past that now. Like 4 classes, what is it?
Yeah, you're in pre-calculus.
I don't even know how to go. Intermediate, college.
Yeah, intermediate college algebra, then you.
Yeah. And then calc and trade or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right, we good?
Yep.
You sure?
Lose that far along.
Yeah, we got far along.
I didn't know lose that far. Hey, like I just took intermediate.
3x to the negative 4, y to the 2nd, cubed. That'll be your last one. All right. Running with Duncan. Did you have your coffee this morning? Because you need coffee if you're going to do earns.
I did it,
All right, what did you get? Or you got a big fat ball of nothing?
I mean, I got something, I know something.
Okay, so let's look at it. What's the probability all four of the same color? If they're going to be the same color, what color are they going to be? Well, either going to be red or they're going to be green. Do we agree? So what are the chances they're red? Well, you got 6 out of 9 for the first one. You got 5 out of 8 for the second one. Do you agree? That's 2 balls coming out that are both red. Now, to get 2 red ones out of urn B, you got 5 out of 12 times 4 out of 11. Do we agree? Now, this is red. You also got to do green. So 3 out of 9 times 2 out of 8 times green. 7 out of 12 times 6 out of 11. Do you agree? Now, you got to multiply all that shit together. 2 to 25. 36 times 11, 360, 393. If I did that correctly, I may or may not have. And by that, I mean I probably did. So this is 2, this is 4, this is 3, this is 12, 24, 24 times 11. Seems like they should both be 393, but I don't think that's working out. Multiply these together in a calculator now, and together and see what you know, whatever you get, what you get. All right, that's the idea behind it, though. You got that idea? See what I'm saying? The actual numbers, I mean, what that multiplies out to and adds together, it doesn't, it matters, but for the purposes of this day, it doesn't really matter all that much. All right. You good? Erase it. You want to see another one? Take one ball from A. Put it in B. Take one from B. Put it in A. B ends with an equal number of red and green. All right. Good? You bored? You have some more pizza?
And, I'm not trying to get fat though.
What you trying to say?
Sorry, every time I come to your class, I'm eating carbs. You're gonna make me run an extra mile today, literally. When I get home, I'll just take my protein shake. See?
I gotta take those cookies, so we'll be cookies next time. Just saying.
I wasn't the one who asked. Lainey was really happy about those cookies. She grabbed like 3. she cared about those cookies.
Why? I don't care. She should have grabbed 10.
No, I'm saying she was happy about the cookies. I don't really care for the crunchy stuff on the cookies.
Okay, or the pie that you didn't like.
What? Charlie, that pie was nasty. You just don't understand. Like you gassed it up too much. It's like, oh yeah, that pie is so good. I took
Wait. Now you know you're capping because I never said it was that good.
Yes, she did.
Jay, did I say the pie was that good?
I wasn't that invested in the conversation.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Sam, did I say it was that good? Okay, great. That's excellent.
As Rodriguez bigger about it being pre-packaged.
Yeah,
She bigger about being prepackaged.
No, did y'all not hear the part when I was like, is it homemade? And he was like, oh no, nothing is ever homemade, but I got it from the store. So when he brought it to me and I seen it was in a package, I said, why would he bring me this nasty apple pie? Because who eats them?
Would you want it to be unpackaged?
Yeah, you know the ones that you cut, like at Publix you go and they
Like
sit.
the deli, yeah. Like
Yeah,
the
the
expensive
deli.
ones.
Yeah,
no,
that's what
like-
I thought when
She
you
wanted
said
like a
that.
big ass pie.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't spend
I
that
ain't want
kind
no
of
packaged pie.
money. Like, I love y'all, but I gotta
Like
get the dollar menu, you know what I'm saying?
processed sugars, like.
Okay, well, you're right.
What is pie then?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the homemade pie is, but.
Yeah.
Alright. Come on, we're right here. Bottom part's 25, you agree? Alright, top part. We're 24 there.
Then 18.
Minus 18i. Plus 20i. Minus 15i squared, yeah? Alright, this part becomes 2i, do you agree? This becomes positive 15. So we got is 39 plus 2i over 25. Yeah? Which is 39 over 25 plus 2 over 25i.
Well, you can't put the I by the 2.
You can.
Oh, okay.
Generally, standard form is a plus bi, so they kind of attach it to the end. But, I mean, I wouldn't mark it wrong at this point in your life. All right. All right. So, we got zeros. X equals 3/4. X equals negative 1/5. Take the 4 in front of the x, call that 4x equals 3. We're just working backwards. We're working backwards to the factors. That factor would have been 4x minus 3. Take the 5 in front of the x. 5x equals negative 1. Working backwards to the factor, that's 5x plus 1. We agree? Now what you're going to do, four x minus 3, 5x plus 1.
And you're factoring this part, right?
Now we're going to multiply
Or
it out.
distribute
yes.
it, yeah.
Distribute it. All right, so here times this times this.
Would it be like 20x squared plus,
20x squared
what is that?
plus 4x minus 15x
Minus 3.
negative 11x
Minus 3.
minus 3. We good?
Okay, yeah, that made sense in zeros. That was a lot easier than I expected. Now, is it the same thing for the?
So x equals 7i. X equals negative 7i. X minus 7i. X plus 7i, do we agree? So we have x minus 7i, x plus 7i, x squared, plus 7ix, minus 7ix, minus 49i squared. Those cancel. X squared plus 49. All right. Sam, yes.
So what do you do with the I and square?
I squared is negative 1, by definition. By definition, I squared is negative 1.
Okay.
All right.
That makes sense now.
You good? Jake, you good? All right. Any questions on that? All righty. Kwame. What'd you get? Say it again, please. Okay, so 27 I agree with. Negative 4 times 3, we got to multiply these, we don't add them. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Y to the 6. If we have a negative exponent, it's got to go from top to bottom or bottom to top. It just switches location.
Yeah, because I don't know how to do it. I thought I knew.
X to the 12. All right.
Last name is James. You want me to just find it move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at first I thought I knew how to do it, but then I don't know if I was clicking the wrong.
You take drier?
Hey, take care now. Let's go to the right. Take whatever you want. I think it's the whole weekend. Take it. Take it home and run 2 miles.
From your favorite student, I'll just feed my brothers the carbs.
All right.
Have a good day,
Come back. We'll see you
driver.
later on.
See you Thursday.
You want more pizza, Sam?
No. I might
Take whatever's left over.
cookies.
After everybody's done with it.
Yeah, take whatever you want, baby. All right, we ready? Brandon? Brandon?
There's your dryer.
All right, take her now.
You would take one red and one green, right?
So you gotta take 1 red from egg, and take 1 green from big.
Okay, I got that part, but the fractions kind of threw me off a little bit.
Okay, so you got 6 out of 9
Okay, I got that one.
times 7 out of 12, yes?
I got those two.
So 6 goes into 12 2 times. So this is 7 over 18.
So it would only be those two fractions, right?
Yep, that's it.
You said 7 over 18?
Yeah.
What's the math you do for that? I don't know, I'm not good with fractions.
So, well, first of all, if you have a TI-83 calculator, use it.
Okay, I have that.
Okay? Because if you type in open parentheses 6 divided by 9, close parentheses, open 7 divided by 12, close, it's going to give you a decimal, like 0.31742, whatever it is. Then you can hit math. Option number 1 is frac,
Okay.
all right? And that will turn it into a fraction, it'll tell you in 7/18. That's number
That would be
1.
good.
Huh?
Fractions.
You don't have to be, no.
Oh, thank God.
What I do when I want to reduce this is I have 6 over 9 times 7 over 12, right? The first thing I'm looking at is across the diagonals, can I cancel anything? 6 goes into 12, or 6 goes into 6 1 time, goes into 12 2 times. And then after that, I'm still looking, is there anything I can cancel? Does the 7 and the 9 cancel at all? Does the 7 and the 2 cancel at all? If they don't, then I just go ahead and go straight across. 1 times 7 is 7, 9 times 2 is 18.
Okay, that makes sense.
Alrighty?
Okay. And you said math and then option 1?
Option 1 is fraction, yeah. Come on around here, baby, I'll show it to you. Just push the camera forward. Oh my gosh.
I should have brought my book back.
This is 215.